Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 game cast by Glitch. That is me. This is going to be a ZVP on Naga Caverns. Yes, Naga Caverns. I got the map right yet again. I think it's just going to become a regular thing, just like how Day 9 always messes up he always forgets to have the sound enabled. I'm just always going to screw up the map name. I think that's just going to be my thing. That's just going to be my signature thing. Anyway, like I was saying, this is a ZVP on Naga Caverns, and it is a game between Grubby, who is spawning in the bottom left corner, and FXOSheth, who is in the top right corner. Now, I am casting this game for three reasons. Alright, I'm going to count them off. You ready? 1, Grubby was requested by a subscriber! Yeah, I heart subscribers, and Grubby was requested by, I think, a new subscriber, I think by the name of Lone C. Walker. Yeah, so Lone C. Walker, yeah, that was his name. So, yeah, Grubby, subscribers, yeah! Alright, anyway, I mean, come on, Grubby's such an awesome player. Grubby was a very, very well-known player in Warcraft 3. I think he might actually be the player known for making the most money in tournaments by just winning the most tournaments. He was just ridiculously good at Warcraft 3. And I never actually played Warcraft 3. I was not a big Warcraft 3 guy, but I've heard that if you were good at Warcraft 3, you are just absolutely amazing at RTSs in general. So, I'm always happy to cast Grubby games because I do know him from StarCraft 2, and I know that he is an amazing Protoss player in StarCraft 2. Okay, reason 2 for casting this game is the one that I've been talking about a lot recently. I'm playing in the GeForce Pro-Am tournament, the amateur part. Don't get me wrong, don't confuse me for a professional or anything like that. I am nowhere near the level of either of these players. Yeah, I've just been wanting to watch a lot of ZVP, so for those of you that are getting tired of ZVP, I will be switching away from ZVP after this one. This is the last one, I promise. Well, for a little while anyway. And then the third and final reason I'm casting this game is because I'm actually going to the NASL Finals, which is July 8th through 10th here in Los Angeles. I believe it's actually in Ontario, which is not far from Los Angeles. It's about 50 miles away or so, I think, and I will be attending them, and I'm super excited to go to them. And FXOSheth made the final 16, so he is going to be there, and so I'll be very, very excited to meet him and trying to get, signatures on my mouse pad and, all that good stuff. So I did want to watch more games of the top 16 players that made it to the NASL Finals. And FXOSheth is one of them, so I'm super, super, super excited. I don't think Grubby was on there. I'm not sure. I might have to check that list again. Grubby could be on there. If he is, I'm sorry, Grubby. I'm sorry. I'll get it right next time. Back to the StarCraft 2 game. Standard stuff here so far for Grubby. We've got 2 gas. He's operating with 1 gateway. He's got his Cybo core coming up with Warp Gate right now. On the Zerg side of things, we do have a pool down, and then he went for the hatchery after the pool. So he did produce a few Zerglings for scouting and to try to take out that drone. He actually produced quite a few Zerglings. 6 Zerglings is kind of a lot to produce unless you're going to try to do some damage with them. 2 queens are now up on the field, 1 to spread creep and eventually go inject this second hatch. Zergling speed is now up, so that is a pretty quick Zergling speed. So his Zerglings do have speed now and should be able to wander the map and should be able to contain this Protoss on one base, force him to build a few zealots and sentries and things before he can move out and expand. More Zerglings actually coming out onto the field now by FXOSheth. And I don't know whether he's going to try to do some damage or whether he just wants to have a significant force here to hold this natural of Grubby so that Grubby cannot push out and expand. Grubby now on 3 warp gates. Or, sorry, well, soon to be warp gates. Currently gateways. Zerglings scouting the ramp. There they go. There goes the warp gates right now. Both players just macroing up a little bit. Constant worker production by both Grubby and FXOSheth. I haven't seen them miss a worker in the production tab yet. Sheth just droning right now. A lot of heavy droning going on by Sheth. He does have a Roach Warren coming up. I think Sheth does tend to favor that Roach style of gameplay against Protoss. It's a pretty common style. It's not one that I personally use. I'm a big fan of the Zerglings. I love Zerglings. I love the mobility that I get out of Zerglings and Mutalisks. and I love the harass and trying to take advantage of the fact that Protoss armies are generally slow. Protoss armies are generally strongest when they stay clumped in one ball. Hence the name Protoss Death Ball that you hear about. This is where they're strongest. Zerg armies, since they're so fast and mobile, you have units like the Zerglings and the Mutalisks. They can be moving all over the map in small groups. It's very common for you to see Zerg players take a huge mass of Zerglings and just split off, I don't know, 12 or 18 of them and just send them to the back of someone's mineral line, just because they're so quick and so mobile they can just go in and do a lot of damage, just like these Zerglings are doing. They're forcing Grubby to have to use some of his APM to try to constantly be moving around the map and keeping some units out. Ooh, and a misrally there by FXOSheth as those roaches go down. They were completely taken off guard. I'm not sure what they were doing. Just move commanded. They didn't even get a shot off. So 2 roaches down for FXOSheth. The expansion now up for Grubby. He now has this fairly sizable attack force out on the field to defend. And so Sheth did manage to hold that attack back, or hold that base back for a little bit, but not too much longer than it looked like Grubby was trying to go for anyway. So FXOSheth looks like he must have lost an overlord somewhere. He was supply blocked there for a minute, and he was actually under supply, or rather oversupply. This is another excellent use of speedlings. Keeping these Zerglings here in this back corridor allow them to just pop in as soon as this army moves out. These Zerglings can just pop in and get a bunch of worker kills and go and try to do some damage. So few worker kills there, no Zergling deaths, so good play there by FXOSheth. And FXOSheth is actually getting his hatchery. He's getting his third. He's getting a third up in this forward position. This is something that I like to do myself. This is I like to get this secret expansion up. It's not commonly scouted by Protoss. Protoss don't always scout this spot because they expect Zerg will always want to expand to here or to here to try to stay far away, because that's generally how Zerg players like to expand. But by taking this hatch, then FXOSheth is taking a little bit of a risk. He's risking his base here, because this is definitely a much harder to defend expansion than this expansion. But if it doesn't get scouted for a while, then it will more than pay for itself. Grubby now moving across the field with his force. He's got quite a few stalkers here, stalkers and sentries mostly. A few zealots in the mix to take some damage there for the stalkers and other units. A lot of roaches though on the field for FXOSheth, and I think he's probably going to be able to hold this attack, especially if he starts macroing up some more forces at the time. Oh, nice force field on the ramp there by Grubby, but he sees that, yes, this is a lot of forces for him to have to deal with. He could probably take this force out, but he would take a lot of casualties, probably lose quite a few stalkers and sentries and things, and it looks like Grubby is trying to play it safe. He does have this forward pylon here, so he's ready to warp in more units and get some strong aggression going. Burrow now on the way, as well as Roach Speed for FXOSheth. His third now has a queen, and he's not actually doing anything with this larva yet. But Grubby is moving in, and FXOSheth is having to defend. Very nicely placed force fields there, trapping in some of those roaches. They weren't even getting shots off there at the end. At the end, they were just taking it. Grubby moving in, about to deal a lot of damage here to FXOSheth. This is going to be not good. Oh, and FXOSheth is supply blocked. He's having to pull all his drones off the line to try to help deal with these forces. This is a lot to deal with. This is a lot of forces to deal with. But now a lot of roaches are streaming out onto the field, and I think Grubby is going to be forced to pull back here, because that was a lot of damage. Drones, yeah, back to mining with you guys. So, FXOSheth here pushing forward. We will see if he's actually going to push into the opponent's base. I don't think he's going to be able to push that far. These stalkers are going to be able to do a lot of damage to these roaches on the way, as they do move faster than the roaches, I believe, even with the roach speed up. I could be wrong on that. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think stalkers are still slightly faster than roaches with speed. All right, FXOSheth now planted outside his base, and you know what, guys? I just remembered this replay is a little bit on the long side, so it's going to have to be split into 2 parts. Let's see how much damage Sheth can do to Grubby with this attack force placed forward. Oh, it looks like he's... Okay, the queen was a misclick. All right, FXOSheth moving in. Let's see if he can deal damage right after this.